My son said the other day, oh, Mom, great. Like, you're an actor. My grandparents are actors. Dad's a musician. His parents are musicians. Like, couldn't you guys have figured out like one other job so we can have somebody else to like look up to?
I'm Krista Smith, and I am sitting down with Laura Dern, who has 2 films here at Toronto. The first is Wild, and the second is 99 Homes. And I am thrilled to see you here.
I'm so thrilled to know you and hang out. I've heard
so
such
great.
amazing things about you.
You've been having a tour de force, and I would say with moms, actually.
Yeah.
Here, because you did Fault in Our Stars with Shailene Woodley, which
Yes.
I'm sure had brought a whole new fan base for you.
Oh my gosh, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
The world that John Green opened to all of us was incredible.
Mm-hmm. Do you get some fan mail from like teenage girls wishing they were their mother?
They have been very sweet, very, very sweet.
All right, well, let's talk about Reese. Wild. This movie has a life of its own now since it premiered a week ago, and it was the movie to see here in Toronto.
You know, I just luckily was asked by Reese, who's a producer with Bruno on the film. They made the movie, and I just felt like it was a gift I was given to play Bobby and get to know her through Cheryl and be inspired by her. So it was really interesting playing the part because for me it was like 20 to 44. But people are like, wait a minute, you guys are like a few years apart. How are you playing Reese's mom?
And what can you tell us about Reese? I actually wrote Reese's first cover story for Vanity Fair, and I've known her a long time.
You
but
did.
What's one thing you can tell me about working with her that I wouldn't normally guess or know?
She's like an advocate looking for a good time for other people.
All right, so 99 Homes, about the housing crisis that we've just gone through, so this is very recent.
Yeah.
What did you learn about that crisis that you didn't know going in and being in a movie like this?
When you're evicted, you're given 2 minutes by the sheriff's department, sometimes at gunpoint, to grab jewelry, medicine, and photographs and leave your home while you stand on the curb watching people throw all your stuff to the lawn. That was the most devastating thing, looking at real footage.
I wanted to ask you just a little bit about your dad, because last year was a huge year for him. How was that for you, kind of watching him as opposed to, I remember, you know, when you got nominated and when you were there yourself so young? I mean, what kind of experience was that for you?
To see him so brilliant and brave and not giving, are you allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
Not giving a shit about what anyone has ever thought of him and the characters he's played.
What do you remember about your first Oscars?
Well, my very first Oscars, I was with my mom. I was like 6. I remember that I, by accident, tripped on my dress and fell into Tatum O'Neal. Who won an Oscar that year for Paper Moon. And I was devastated and very anxious, and I felt the room was anxious, and I remember driving home with my mom, and I was like, Mom, I don't understand. All these people were invited to a party because they love what they do, but everybody seemed so unhappy.